want to go back. School is said to be the best time of our lives, yet so many students are incredibly miserable. This video isn't made to hate on the education, but rather on the system. Before I get started, I'd like to introduce myself. Hello, I'm Katya, and you probably haven't seen me before because I'm a new YouTuber. I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe and help me grow my channel. First thing I want to say is bullying. Bullying is the main reason so many students hate school. It's not like the film stuff where, your lunch money is stolen. It's like small things like whispers and rumors or like someone sitting a bit close to you to make you uncomfortable. It's the stuff that chips away at you day after day until eventually you accept it. And you start believing it and carry this energy for many years ahead after school. Furthermore, some teachers are amazing. I'm not gonna hate on obviously the ones that interact well with students. They make you want to learn more about the topic. You're always just locked in on those kind of lessons. But some of the systems are disgusting. Some teachers when you have a system that's so bad and the teacher lets some stuff slide because they understand that some things are wrong. But some teachers take advantage of it, and this way they like this power. The expectation is that you sit still for hours. You have to ask permission to use the toilet. You have to ask to speak, and you're not treated like a human. You're treated as grades and performance, not as a human with actual needs and wants. And if you're struggling, you're difficult. Rules in some schools are also incredibly stupid. This one rule I found out on social media just a couple days ago. Apparently, this one school nearby had actually banned students from wearing jumpers in the outside winter months because it was designed to be a winter item. These kind of rules are just stupid. What do you mean no coat in class? If the class is cold, like it usually is in the mornings, you're gonna need to wear a coat, or else you're not gonna really be able to concentrate and be as productive as you can be in that class. No adjustments to uniform either. No bracelets, no rings, not even nail polish, no makeup. No hair dye. You gotta look robotic, and you gotta look identical. Gotta make sure your uniform is ironed. You all look the same. There's no sense of self-identity. You're made to look robotic and perfect for the school's image. You're told how to look. You're told how to behave. You're told what to do up until you leave school. All of this combined, the pressure, the bullying, the control, being unseen every single day with no escape. You're gonna get into trouble with the government if you don't attend school. This robotic atmosphere, this no sense of identity, teachers bullying you harsher than students whispering, students making rumors, you having to wake up every morning to a really cold classroom where you can't even put your coat on. It affects your mental health. Here's some key findings. I'm going to link all the sources I've used in the description below, by the way. It takes too long to get support. Students with bad grades and bad behavior are isolated for days at a time without getting actual support because they're labeled as being the troublemakers. They're labeled as being difficult. So, of course, there's no use of, talking to them, trying to find out what the issue is. Maybe there's some troubles at home and, just isolate the kid, whatever. Called discipline, yeah. If they're misbehaving from the first day, it's going to be really hard to correct the child further on if they're constantly put into isolation, and this just automatically sets them on a path to failure. They're just not going to pass their exams if they're constantly in isolation. What are you doing? They could have more potential if they were treated more humane. I think this is really sad. The next thing I'm going to talk about is going to be quite a sensitive topic, so if you don't want to, you can skip ahead. If you don't want to listen to this part, you can skip ahead. Here are some rates I found for the young deaths of students due to school and pressure from this kind of system. For some students, school turns into hopelessness. There's no escape. Nothing will change. Nobody cares. They're fully under control even when they can't handle their own mental health. And this puts them into an idea of escaping life in total. People don't talk about this enough. Unaliving rates are through the roof right now. If you're watching this video because you feel that the system is flawed, I assure you, you're not alone. This is a mutual feeling between thousands of students, and the system is flawed. It's not you. You hate school because you feel stuck and you don't feel like yourself. You feel like you're just in this time loop of not being able to do anything with your life. If this video made you feel seen, even just a little bit, maybe that's a start. I love you guys. I'll see you guys in my next video. Please don't forget to subscribe and like the video.